Clothing has literally become prohibitively expensive for most people to get brand new these days. I went to Old Navy because I've seen a lot of the girlies out there talking about how Old Navy is the place to be for all of their sales. I will say I went in with extremely high expectations, and Old Navy did not completely disappoint me, and I have a really high bar when it comes to clothing quality and stuff because I want stuff that lasts. I literally cannot deal with having to change my entire wardrobe out every single year because the fabrics they use and everything these days are so thin. I ended up picking up 3 items of clothing. All of them were t-shirts because that's what I've really been looking for recently. 2 of them were $5 a piece and 1 of them was $3.97, and they felt like they were fairly high quality. The fabric didn't feel like it would fall apart after just a couple of washes, which is a plus because most of the clothes that I've been trying out these days literally feel like they will not be able to withstand a single wash. Another thing that you probably know about me if you've been watching my videos for a long time is that I will literally never buy anything full price. I will only ever buy stuff off clearance or if it's on sale. So you know me, I literally headed right over to the clearance section in order to see what kind of deals they had, and luckily I was able to find a few things. One of the things that I hate most about Old Navy and why I don't normally shop there is because their sizes are so weird. I will never understand how an extra small is still literally the equivalent to like a medium at another clothing store. So I only ever get the super tight fitted snug shirts because then they actually will fit like they're supposed to fit instead of just swimming in the fabric. Now I don't mind an oversized look. I do think that the oversized look is super cute. I have been sleeping on the Old Navy though. Everything that I saw when I went in that day was literally so adorable. Plus they had stuff for literally the full spectrum of your outfit. Like they had jewelry and stuff in the store too, which I think is really nice because then you can literally concoct an entire outfit out of one single store, and I'm super lazy. I don't like to go a whole lot of places either, so I'm literally like, this is right up my alley. I have to say, as somebody who normally shops at Goodwill and Goodwill Outlet, this definitely was a pleasant experience. I literally have not gone to a full price clothing store in so long that I've low-key forgotten how the experience is like. I'm normally in the pits just digging around and trying to find anything. That is super cute. So having everything be super organized was really nice. Now, of course, if you look in the clearance section, everything is kind of just jam-packed and thrown about, but there's still a sense of order and not that much chaos that I'm used to, that it is an overwhelmingly a pleasant experience. Plus the prices weren't that bad, only if you were shopping in the clearance aisle though. I saw some of their normal prices and I was legitimately shocked. I was like, how can anybody afford this? Because it's not even like they were that high quality in terms of the clothes, but they were still outrageously expensive. You can see me in my little shirt there. Fun fact, that is actually one of the shirts that I had gotten at Old Navy on an earlier trip. It was only $5, so I definitely think I got my money's worth, but like I was saying, all of their stuff that is on full price is not worth it at all. Like these shirts were literally $15 a piece, and I just don't think that that is worth it, and that's why I don't shop at normal price stores, because at a normal price store, at $15 would honestly be a steal for that. Everybody always talks about how shopping off of Shein and stuff are not acceptable to do, and don't get me wrong, I don't like buying clothes off of Shein either, but I definitely see why people feel like they need to do that. I saw these cute little tank tops on sale for $3.97, and they literally had the tag under $3.99 for all of these, which I thought was shocking because I literally have not seen shirts and stuff being available under $5 for such a long time. One of the shirts that I actually picked up was available for $3.97, and I was like, that is such a good price. This was the part of the store where they had all of their clearance aisle items, and everything was still super cute. I even saw a shirt on there that was under $4 again. I think it was like $3.49. Plus I saw a lot of different Disney stuff, which I think is super cute. I love wearing Disney clothes. The only reason that I don't is because Disney is such an expensive brand that literally I cannot afford to wear their clothes most of the time. I could not get any of the clothes though that were Disney themed because they were all in white or colors that I didn't like. I cannot wear white t-shirts. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but every time I wear white, I swear it's like the universe is out to get me, and I end up spilling so many things on it that the shirt essentially gets ruined because I've tried so many different things to get the stains out if I've accidentally spilled something on a white shirt, and it never works out. They also had a bunch of different cute shorts. I've also been in the mood for wearing more shorts lately, so I was all over that. Nothing really appealed to me and nothing was really in my size either, so I kept it moving. That's the one thing that I don't like about wearing clearance aisle clothes. You can almost never guarantee that you can find something in your size, but when you do, that is the best feeling in the world, and it's literally like you were chosen on that day. I found that they had another rack of different shirts and stuff that were all on sale, and this rack had everything under $5.99, which I think is super cute how they've labeled things like you can get under $6 clothes here, under $4 clothes here. That's really nice. Now, even though it says that that rack had everything under $6, I definitely still saw stuff that was above $6, so maybe people just put them there. What is the maximum price that you're willing to pay for a brand new article of clothing? I'm always so curious to see what the answers from other kinds of people are, because I personally will not be willing to pay more than like $8 for a new item of clothing. Even though it's brand new, I feel like it's just not worth it to me to pay more than $8 for something that's brand new. Also, let me know where you guys are getting clothes at these days. I know that everybody tends to go thrifting whenever they want to find super cheap stuff, and that is literally my bread and butter. Like I literally go thrifting all the time, but everybody's doing it, so they buy up all the cute stuff. Plus thrift stores know that everybody's literally on the hunt for different kinds of clothes, so they charge so much more than they used to just a few years ago. So now I'm like, where else do I get new clothing items from? And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people who need to buy brand new clothes fairly often. I in fact rarely buy new clothes. I was literally looking at my closet today. I was like, I have not bought a new clothing item in such a long time, barring the 3 shirts that I did get from Old Navy, of course. But beyond that, I mostly just stick with an item and wear it all throughout its lifetime, and afterwards I don't even throw them out. I literally turn them into wash rags. Pro tip, change your old cotton shirts and other shirts into wash rags after they've ripped and you can't fix it anymore, that literally breathes new life into them. Plus you're reducing your waste, and the cotton wash rags that you get out of an old used t-shirt are the softest ever. You can use them for literally anything. I tend to use the cotton ones for my face. You can use them in the shower, you can use them to clean, you can literally do anything with old cotton wash rags and other kinds of clothing items too. Denim is another cloth that is really hardy, so you can literally use it for shop purposes, or if you're doing anything like sweeping up grease and stuff, it's such a good cloth material for that. And instead of paying for a wash rag, you can get them out of stuff that you were using anyway, so it's like you're saving some money too. I saw some sweats that they had, and of course Old Navy is literally known for their jeans. Speaking of jeans, have you guys seen the new Hailey Bieber jeans? They're not from Old Navy, but they're from Gap. And if you guys didn't know, Gap, Old Navy, Athleta, and like Banana Republic, those are all basically the same store. It's just a different name, and some of the stores charge a little bit more than other ones. I think Old Navy is one of the cheaper ones. I was looking into the Hailey Bieber jeans because they look super cute, and then I saw that they were literally $66, and I was like, nah, I don't think so, because that is literally so much more expensive than what I'm willing to pay for jeans. Now of course I'm sure that they're very high quality and they were very cute jeans, but I literally buy $13 jeans from like Charlotte Russe, and that's like my upper limit for clothes. I'm just a very frugal person, I've discovered, and I don't even think that that's a bad thing. In this economy, literally every penny I save is a penny for the future. I want to find a dupe for the Hailey jeans because they look so comfortable, plus they were the perfect baggy jeans. I hate jeans that are baggy but not in the right places, and those literally hung off her hips in such a nice way. Now of course I don't think that I can pull them off nearly as well as she can, obviously, but I still think that that style of jean is just super flattering on literally everybody that I've seen it, because I've been looking at different TikToks and stuff of all these girls who got their Hailey jeans and they were just so cute, and I think it's so flattering on literally everybody. Okay, this might be super weird, but does anybody else just sometimes look into men's clothes and buy them anyway, even if they're for men? I feel like men's clothes sometimes have a certain look about them that is super cute. Now nothing in the men's aisle particularly spoke to me this time, so I didn't end up getting it, but I have been known to buy quite a few of their pullovers and other jackets, because I think that men's jackets are just so much more comfortable than women's jackets, plus they're huge, which is so nice. I also think that men's graphic t-shirts last for longer than women's, and I don't like that. I don't know why they do that, but for some reason they do, so that's why whenever I want a graphic t-shirt, I almost always have to go over to the men's aisle and just get like the smallest size that they have. Okay, let me know in the comments below where your favorite places to shop at are. Also be sure to subscribe and like for more content like this. I would appreciate it so much. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.